I want comedy to do better on America's Got Talent. And it's a hard, you know, people, it's very subjective, number one. Number two, visually, it doesn't look like the guy who just was hanging upside down 3 stories in the air, lighting himself on fire. Yeah. And you don't understand, people don't understand what goes into it, and they may not relate. And I tell every comic that comes on, and they don't, and these are the people that don't, if you are malleable, like you have to have a set piece that you know that you're going, but if something is happening in that moment, you need to address it. And so many times they don't. And
well, you're asking them to, I 100% agree with you. And the advice really is be undeniably confident and likable. That's your advice.
It is. It is.
No, and when we're at our best, you say that to me and I'm like, transmission received, like I'm there. But sometimes, you know, backstage, you get nervous. It throws you off. The problem, I'm not going to say it's the problem with comedy in that format, in a talent show format, is stand-up is a little bit like someone's breaking in your house. There's a little bit of a trick to it. There's a manipulation to it. And part of what makes the manipulation successful is that I, like magic, help you forget that I'm doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I come out on stage and I'm like, blah, 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 blah. But really there's doves in every pocket, living doves in every pocket that I've been grooming and training to delight you. It's absurd. But if you say this guy's going to come out and do comedy, I'll give an example. I like doing impressions, but you notice every time I've done an impression, it was my idea, right?
Right.
Key. When I did After Midnight the other day, it was just, they were like, what's your competitive strategy? And I was like, well, if I ever feel like I'm losing, I'm just going to do an impression. And then I was just going to go into an impression. But the crowd all cheered. Like, yeah, let's hear the impression. And now it's like, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? The lights go down like, it's like, do your impression. Your vocal cords clam out. I was trying to do Jeff Bridges. It came out terrible because I wasn't in control anymore. So America's Got Talent and other shows like it you're controlling the vibe. A comedian's job is to control the vibe. So to go into a place that is a vibe and become the vibe, very tricky vibe. Tricky vibe.
It is, because they go, you know, obviously it's a network show, and you have producers all over your ass saying, okay, open with this, then close with that. That's how the Tonight Show used to be, like that. You couldn't be comfortable doing what you do. And we are the only platform of entertainment where people feel like they have license to fuck with us. Yeah. You know what I mean? I don't know if you do corporate gigs, but I do too. One, yeah. But you would never hire a musician or a singer and go, listen, don't use any words that start with the letter L. Yeah. Don't mention any, they tell you what you can't, you hired me. Yeah. Just let me do what I do.
Yeah. I completely understand. But yeah, going out and doing that in 3 minutes, I had a thought, but it's gone.
Because I interrupted. That's what I do best on this.
No. It was 2 clicks back. We finished our conversation, but I had like another thing for after this.